Hi, second grade. I just wanted to show you a visitor that we have often in the springtime. Sammy and Colton and Blake and I live on a farm. We have a lot of property, so we often have a lot of really cool visitors at our house. This morning, we saw our snapping turtle who actually she does live down on in one of our ponds. So there's our pond, and in the springtime she travels up this field and into one of our flower beds to have her babies. And so now she must be headed back down to the pond, maybe to catch some breakfast, or I don't know too much about how they live and what they do, but you can see how slowly she's moving. And she's actually really cool looking. I took some pictures of her to show to you guys. I don't want to get too close to her because I don't want to disturb her. She's kind of on her way back now, and a little earlier my one dog was barking at her a lot, and I think it kind of scared her and made her upset. So I decided to get a little closer just to show you guys what a snapping turtle looks like. Maybe you guys have seen one before, but you see how as soon as I come close, she tucks her head into her protective shell. She's actually beautiful. We love seeing her in the springtime. We've been here 4 years and we've seen her every year. And I have to look it up how long they live, but I imagine they live to be quite old, so I'll have to look it up because I know she's not a baby. She's been here for a long time. And anyway, I just wanted to show you up close. She's really a pretty little thing. But earlier, Blake, he's my kindergartner, he asked me, hey Mom, can I pet that turtle? Can I touch its shell? And I said, no, because it's so important, especially when you have some property. Just because it's our property and where we live doesn't mean that we have the right to disturb the wildlife. And so I always do my best in the springtime not to touch where she has her babies, and to give her her space, and I will make sure the dogs don't bother her and the kids don't bother her and everything. So alright guys, I just wanted to show you something super cool this morning. I just thought it was funny that she came out this morning, and we've been learning about ponds. And here's one of our ponds. I just want to show you. We talked about what types of plants grow around the ponds. Oh, and Mrs. Dienners been working so much she hasn't had a lot of time to mow. So don't mind that it's kind of messy. But you see, this is called an iris, and it actually loves growing in water. I know a lot of you might not have ever seen this before, but it flowers. See the yellow flower? That will come for probably about 3 weeks, and then for the rest of the summer it just looks like tall green grass. And then another tree, some of us had talked about trees, another tree that loves being near the water and even in the water is a weeping cherry. And you see, I have a beautiful weeping cherry here. This weeping cherry is 100 years old. And in the springtime, it gets beautiful pink flowers. So you can see this here, this tree is the weeping cherry. So I actually planned on doing another video for you guys. I was going to see if Sammy and Colton could help out and show you guys some cool stuff. I'm going to show you one more pond and then say goodbye for the day. Alright guys, this is our other pond. So the pond I just showed you was a mud bottom pond, and this is our koi pond. And this one is kind of like Mrs. Weaver talked about, like a plastic tub that might go into the ground. Well, this is like a plastic liner, and then I lined it with stones, and you can see I have a lot of goldfish in this pond. One thing that we love to do is we love feeding the fish, especially in the summer. And here are your lily pads. I saw a lot of you drew lily pads. Oh, there's Cash. Talk about other animals you see at the pond. We have kitty cats. Here's a statue of a heron, or I think they're called fish cranes. I'm not really sure. I'm not very smart, guys. But I put that statue there because it's supposed to keep the actual ones away from eating my fish. Doesn't always work. But anyway, here's the lily pads, and they will get beautiful flowers on them probably in like another week or so. And I had some algae I wanted to show you guys. I think I saw some in the filter this morning. So algae is, you know, we talked about if it was a plant or an animal. And I think we decided it was like either neither or both. But that's algae, and it's not gross or anything. It just feels like seaweed or string. And actually, I tend to keep some algae in my pond. I know a lot of people don't want any algae, but as you can see, I keep some algae in my pond because it feeds my fish. So that's pretty cool. Like, I don't always have to give them fish food because they eat what's in the algae. So, and then we didn't talk about this. There's some algae, you see. These are other plants, like there are a lot of plants that you can buy at the plant store that love water. You see this one just kind of tends to grow towards the water, and all summer now it will grow down the waterfall. It's really pretty. And then here's another plant right here. I don't know all the names to these, but this gets big, beautiful purple flowers. Anyway, good to talk to you this morning, second grade. I hope you have fun learning about ponds. I sure do. And I hope you guys have a really great day. You guys are awesome. Talk to you later. See that there?
Can you make us breakfast?
Yep, you ready for breakfast? Okay.